Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to the next installment of using the ancient planetary system. Now, just as a reminder, we are still in a Saturn year, but we are now in period 4. It's a Mercury cycle. And so now I'm going to explain how this will affect you based on your birth date, and also we'll be going over some global things because these cycles affect everybody on Earth. Let's just put it that way. So, Saturn, the slow moving god, presides over the harvest, for nothing can be reaped without first being sown, tended, and matured. And that's from Hesiod, Works and Days. And I thought this was an appropriate quote because we are going into harvest season in the Northern Hemisphere here. And what an appropriate quote that, if you didn't plant your seeds in the spring, what's Saturn going to bring you now? Or if you planted onions and expected roses, Saturn's going to teach you a lesson about the seeds that you sow in the spring come to harvest in the autumn. Saturn is the timekeeper and it is the harvest planet. So, continuing with the 2024 planetary cycles. So, the whole Earth we are now in the Mercury cycle in the Saturn year. This Mercury cycle lasts for 52 days from August 23rd to October 13th. Now, because 2024 is a Saturn year, and this is the Mercury cycle in a Saturn year, this is not going to be a great time for the economy. Saturn is the karma, the taskmaster. It doesn't mean you won't be able to make money. It'll just be you have to work for the money. It's not going to fall out of the sky. It's not a Jupiter time. That's when that kind of thing happens. And we're talking about general economy. And people who have been abusing others financially will have consequences. We are going to see some scams exposed. We might even see some Ponzi schemes exposed, financial frauds exposed. If you have financially dubious happenings, be prepared because Saturn will bring you. This is the harvest. So if you've been ripping people off, this is the harvest that you are now going to reap. Items deep in the earth, minerals and oil, and root vegetables may do better than expected because Saturn rules under the underworld, deep in the earth. So like oil, and plus oil is black, and black is Saturn's cycle. Surprisingly, gold will also do well. And early in the year, I told you this will be a great year for gold, and gold is peaking right now, and gold is deep in the earth. Also, other minerals, and so we might see things like I notice uranium is going up, that kind of thing. And we are in the Mercury cycle right now, which is commerce, money, communication, that kind of thing. Also, right now in a Mercury cycle in a Saturn year, no matter when your birthday is, right now between August 23rd and October 13th is a great time to start a budget because Saturn will give you the skills to stick with it. And if you stick with it, if you follow Saturn's lead to be disciplined and stick with it and work it, you're going to be shocked by next year, this time, how well that budget has done for you. This is also a fabulous time to start school. Again, we're here in the Northern Hemisphere because Mercury rules studies. And isn't that interesting how their school year has always started in September? Normally that happened because that's when the harvest was kind of over, September, October. It wasn't hot for the kids to sit in school, and all the help they needed on the farm was done for the year. So then they were afforded to go to school. But it naturally, it is a great time to start the school year as long as you become very studious during this time and work hard. Saturn, you'll reap your rewards. Saturn will give you rewards. If you start school slacking off, not paying attention to your studies, Saturn's going to give you a hard time the rest of the year. So if you are starting any kind of school, any kind of course, anything during this time, it's a great time to start it. But become very focused and studious and work hard on it, and Saturn will harvest you great marks. All right? Saturn likes to see people working. They aren't gift givers, they're karma and task givers. All right, in a Saturn year, black is prevalent. And I saw an interesting thing. In the decorative colors, the hottest trends right now are called ink. And what that does is it gives a dark or a black overlay on it. So an ink green becomes a deep forest green. An ink burgundy becomes a really deep, dark burgundy, almost a velvet looking. I've seen the ink application on the blues, and that becomes like your deep, deep navy blue. And so that's interesting that black is prevalent in a Saturn year, and our designer colors are going very dark. And if you follow design, home design in any way, you'll notice we've gone from a bright gray, white minimalism to these rich dark colors, and this is part of Saturn's influence. Next time when we're in a sun year, you'll find colors really brighten up a lot. It's fascinating to me because we're all in this energy, and we're looking at these dark colors, and we don't know why. Any dealings that you have done will be adjusted, meaning good or bad. So if somebody's ripped you off, don't worry, they're getting theirs right now. There's more burials and increased deaths of old people. And you're going, well, of course, old people die, but it's an increase in the deaths of old people. Like, have you noticed lately in the news, like Phil Donahue died, he was 88. Richard Simmons passed away deep in his 70s. There was somebody else too, deep in their 80s, that just passed away as well. But all of a sudden, we'll find that a lot of old people have been dying. It has been in the news cycle, the young people that have these sudden deaths and whatnot, and it's been a phenomenon. We're gonna now see sudden deaths of like relatively healthy in their 80s, all of a sudden dying because Saturn rules old people, and Saturn rules your timeline after 67. And also the burials are, a lot of people get cremated these days, and we're going to find that burials, because Saturn rules under the earth, are going to start to increase as we become closer to the end of the year of Saturn. Also, don't forget that we're going to go into the birth dates right now, that your time may differ if your birthday is later in the group. Um, and if it is, so for example, August 23rd to October 13th, if your birthday's after October 1st, I would listen to both. I would listen to this one and the next period. All right. So if your birthday's August 23rd to October 13th, you are in your first period. What you should do is listen to the seventh period. And I have it written down here as next period, because you'll see the numbers are reversed here. I don't go 1 to 7. I go 1 and then 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. So that's what I mean by the next period. All right. So without further ado, so that's for the general population. Let's get with the birthdays. So remember, if your birthday is August 23rd to October 13th, and all these timestamps for your birthday will be in the description box, you are in period 1. If your birthday is July 1st to August 22nd, you are in period 2. If your birthday is May 11th to July 1st, you're in period 3. If your birthday is March 19th to May 10th, you're in period 4. If your birthday is January 26th to March 18th, you're in period 5. And if your birthday is December 5th to January 25th, you're in period 6. And if your birthday is October 14th to December 14th, you are in period 7. All right, and I'll explain that a little bit more as we go along. I know at first it's kind of confusing, like I thought we were in period 4. Then you find out, oh, you're in period 5. Well, that's because that's when your birthday is. All right, so let's get started. Your birthday, August 23rd to October 13th, You are in a sun cycle during a Saturn year, and you are a Mercury personality. And we are in a Mercury, the Earth is in a Mercury time right now. And this is going to be a time, this is the most dangerous time in your whole year, these next 52 days, for thefts. So you're going to hear me warn you a couple of times about this. And the reason is because you're in your sun cycle during a Saturn year, but you're a Mercury personality, and the Earth is in a Mercury time during a Saturn year. When you're in your sun cycle, the sun is spotlight on you. So if you are at a restaurant and there's, 50 other people there, and they all have their purses on the back of the chair, for some reason the thief is going to notice you, and that's because for these next 52 days the sun is shining on you. You are in your sun cycle. So I hope I'm not confusing you. Also, I want to reiterate, the planets don't wear a watch. And I want you to think of this as a long sunset or a long sunrise, that the vibrations take a little while. Like, you think about it, sometimes the sun sets, by the time it's really dark, is, you know, 2, 3 hours. By the time it starts, you see beautiful colors, then we go to twilight, and then these planets are the same. They don't wear a watch. They don't have a calendar going, oh my God, it's August 23rd. I haven't even changed vibration. No, it's very, very subtle. So 2, 3 days either way. I want you to think of this as a sunset. And then around October 13th is the sunrise. So again, it changes 2 to 3 days. All right. So the next 52 days will be all about you. The sun is shining on you, putting you in the spotlight. Until October 13th, you can advance anything you want to be in public. So it's also a warning not to be sloppy with what you don't want out in public. Be very, very careful with your social media. It is not a great time to start anything. Still, it's a great time to network, seek partnerships, apply for promotions, seek favor, nurture relationships with authority figures, have a court case, be in public in any capacity to build up credit, put your name forward, build up your reputation, be your cheerleader, and getting your name out to people in high positions who can someday help you. It's not a great time for making sales if that's your type of job, but for building up your networking and referrals. And even if you don't work, get out and meet your neighbors. Get out and talk to people. Watch out for speeding tickets and don't do anything illegal. Watch out for snake oil salesmen and lock up your assets. You will be a target. Do not take more in value than is needed. Karma is watching. That's because Saturn is here. It's a great time to build up your energy levels and plenty of time spent outdoors under the sun. Great results will come with ordinary wellness, such as drinking water, eating basic foods, and doing general movement with walking. Watch exercises and foods that heat the body, such as starches and raw or rare meats. The eyes will be highly sensitive at this time, so be careful under the sun or bright lights. If good health has eluded you, this is the best time all year to have a surgical procedure or start a new health regime with the suggestions above. All right, next birthday, October 14th to December 14th. You are in a period 7. You are in a Saturn cycle, in a Saturn year. This is going to be the most disrupted time of the year for you. You are a Jupiter personality. Also remember, this is a sunset, sunrise. It's not, the planets don't wear watches, okay, or go by a calendar. So this could go either way a few days. All right, so the next 52 days will be all about what needs to leave, what isn't working, and karma. If something, a marriage, a job, a business, a project, has been a struggle, it might completely collapse during this period of the year. This can be rebuilt from fresh platform or put away for good. If you need to start something over or revisit, this is the best time of the whole year to consider your options. It is very easy to become pessimistic and destructive these 52 days, so take care not to destroy something that could be fixable. Impulsiveness will bring disaster during this period of the year. Hold off any new beginnings, any new ideas and beginnings until the energies are better later in the year. Expansion will be difficult these 52 days, and you may feel unusually unlucky because you are a Jupiter personality. So you tend to be luckier than most, and you'll find that you are unusually unlucky during this time. You'll be like, what the heck's going on? Do not incur any new debt. It'll be very difficult to pay off that debt. This is a good time to deal with judges and police matters. It is also a good time to apply for protection papers, such as wills and patents. It's a very good time to deal with anything related to land, real estate, mines, minerals, the earth, or what lives in it, like, for example, oil, gold. You'll feel stronger wearing black items. Voyages, especially far off places, should be avoided. Depression, colds, and other maladies contracted during these 52 days will tend to linger or be difficult to cure. It is very easy to become despondent and lack energy. If your body is tired, let it rest. This is not a good time for remedial medication or operation unless, of course, it's an emergency. All five senses are affected during this period. It is the most serious time of the year for your health. And don't despair, everybody has to go through these 52 days. It only lasts until October 14th. All right? So hang in there, rest, um, be careful what explodes. Anything that does explode will probably never come back together. So a friendship explodes, a marriage explodes, a job explodes. When it does that during this time, it's almost irreparable. All right? Okay, next birthday. If your birthday is between December 5th and January 25th, you are in your period 6, a Venus cycle in a Saturn year, and you are a Venus personality. And Venus personalities are the most beautiful people on the planet, and you don't know why. I'm not saying that they're structurally beautiful, it's just they have this beauty in them that everybody can see. Like you think of Catherine, Brad Pitt. Yes, they're naturally beautiful, but there's a lot of people in that are born in this time, and you wouldn't say that they are a natural beauty, but there's something beautiful about them, the Venus personality. So if this is your birthday time, congratulations. You've got a certain je ne sais quoi that everybody, you just put your hair in a ponytail, no makeup, sloppy clothes on and run outside to buy something, and somebody will say, wow, you look fantastic. And you're like, what? Lucky you. So during these next 52 days, from August 23rd to October 13th, this is your suggestion. The next 52 days are the best time to go on a short holiday. This is the time for pleasure and relaxation, so the trip should be short and sweet, not long and arduous, and not over water. Your affairs will continue easily and be a joy as long as they are above board. If your exchanges have not been equal, this is the time Saturn balances the books. This is the best time to purchase things for the home or yourself, especially if they are luxurious and will not put you into debt. This is the best time to make new friends, especially if they come into your life completely, socially, or unexpectedly. They will be a solid friend for a very long time, most likely until the end of your life. It's also a good time to renew friendships that have grown apart or stale. It's the best time all year to deal with women socially and in business, and women will find it's a great time to deal with men socially, but not in business. It's the time of the year to enjoy luxury, clothes, trips, jewelry, perfumes, wines, food, spas, etc., especially if they are black or dark or last a lifetime. So we're talking about the jewelry, the clothes, or like a trip of a lifetime, that kind of thing. As long as you can afford it, this is the time of the year to spoil and adorn yourself with items from deep in the earth. diamonds, metals, etc. It's a lucky time to speculate, especially when investing in luxurious items. But be aware, it is the wrong time for overindulgence and do not incur any debt. Plenty of water and fiber or the complete digestive tract should be consumed and rest should be taken when needed. This is take time to be in a beautiful garden or park. This is a great time to indulge in flowers, especially scented flowers. For You'll find they really lift your mood. It'll be a little bit difficult for you because you're in a Saturn year, your Venus cycle, and your Venus personality. But remember, if you want to buy a new purse, go for black or dark, right? Or brown, anything of a deep earth color that will, and make sure the purse is like something that will last you a lifetime. It's a great time to buy diamonds, for example, those kind of things. All right. So let's go to the next birth time, which is January 26th to March 18th. You are in your period 5. You are in your Jupiter cycle in a Saturn year, and you are a Saturn personality. You are the only ones who actually will have a lucky time in this Saturn year because you are a Saturn personality in your Saturn year, and this is the Jupiter cycle. Everybody else who's had their Jupiter cycle in this Saturn year aren't as lucky as you. They have some luck, but you will be definitely the luckiest. So lucky you. So remember, this is for August 13th to October 13th, give or take a couple of days on each side. The next 52 days are the luckiest and best for success in all aspects of the year. It is the easiest time of the year for your personal and business to expand and increase in prosperity. Manifestation seems to happen quickly during these 52 days for you. You will find that you are more interested in philosophy, society, and honesty, and are more empathetic towards people, which is kind of rare for you, Saturn personalities. So you'll be like wondering, like, why am I crying at this commercial? It's an excellent time to deal with lawyers, professors, doctors, wealthy people, or anyone of good standing, especially if they are older, meaning 50 or over. So they're at the peak of their career in those. This is a great time to start any study in the mystical or arcane. You will find it is a good time to collect money that is owed to invest, especially if the investment is something deep in the earth, such as minerals or oil. This is a very lucky time, especially if you wear black items. Buy a black wallet or phone case if you run your business from your phone. Beware of incurring any debt, as this tends to expand during these 52 days. Anything tricky or underhanded will ensure a larger karmic reaction than normal. So always stay in integrity during these 52 days. Health should be very good, especially if a normal lifestyle is engaged. This is the best time all year to adopt good breathing hygiene and to spend time outdoors in fresh air. This is the worst time all year to overindulge with food or drinks, as weight or other maladies due to overindulgence will tend to continue to expand beyond this period. This is the best time to overcome chronic conditions, including addictions. This is the best time to engage mind body suggestions and energy healing with thoughts all year. This is the easiest time of the year for you, so be jovial. Take it all in. This is the time you've been waiting for. All right. All right, if your birthday is March 19th to May 11th, you are in a period 4, the Mercury period in a Saturn year, and you are a Sun personality. And as a Sun personality, you always follow the general Earth periods as well. So the warnings that I gave at the beginning are very strong for you always. Always listen to the warnings at the beginning. As a Sun personality, you follow the Earth one as well. And I am one of you. I am also a Sun personality. So between August 23rd and October 14th, for the next 52 days, you'll be filled with mental or nervous energy versus the physical energy of the previous period. It's excellent for writing, studies, memory work, quick thinking, content creation, photography, and anything else related to words and thoughts. You will find ideas come quickly and naturally to you during this period. And with Saturn ruling the year, you will find you have the ability to stick to it to completion. It is safe to act upon impulses and put them into practical action. Your intuition will be highly charged, and if you have trouble hearing your intuition, this is the best time to work on increasing your ability to trust your intuition. This is a good time to work with anything in the media, including social media. Artists are more creative during this period. A warning about this period as this is the most dangerous time for material loss, as it is the period during the whole year when thieves and scammers will be attracted to you. This is the time of the year when the loss of important papers, stolen money, scam investments, identity theft, and falsehoods abound. Be aware at all times and don't believe everything you hear. Many great losses, bullying, and false accusations occur during this period. If you've been less than honest in your dealings, prepare for Saturn to balance the books. It is not a good time to enter into marriage, return from long journeys, or buy a home or business. During this period, your nervous system will be overworked, and too much studying, reading, or concentrating on one subject, for example, scrolling social media, will bring much stress to the body. Even though it's a mind thing, it'll bring much stress to the body. More sleep and rest are needed here than any other time during the year. If you don't listen to what the stress levels are trying to tell you, a mental breakdown can occur. I just want to point out also a heart attack can occur during this time because the stress plays so much emphasis on the heart. So please really be careful with that. Get outside, stretch your eyes. I know this is a great time to create things or read or you want to study something, but give your body a break and stand up and go for a walk and move that around. Strokes and heart attacks are really high during this time of year for you. All right? All right. So have a great period. Get out there and create. I'm going to be creating a bunch of new stuff. I've been waiting for this time all year, and I can't wait for you guys to see what I've come up with. All right. So if your birthday's between May 11th to July 1st, you are in period 3, a Mars period in a Saturn year, and you are a moon personality. So this is for the next 52 days, August 23rd to October 13th, and remember 2 or 3 days on each side. This is a sunset and a sunrise. Planets don't wear a watch. All right. Now, I just want to point out as you're listening to this, actually, I'll wait till the end and I'll tell you what I know about this period. The next 52 days are the best time of year to engage in heavy physical work or work that needs a steady pace over a long time. If you need to overcome any great labor project, this is the time to do it. Renovations, cleaning that house, etc., etc. You will find you have more energy than normal and enthusiasm to start projects. However, this is also a karmic period and the universe tends to dish out rewards or tasks. If the energy that wants to express itself is directed properly, this is the best time of the year to start a business, especially if it's a business that works in the military. Sharp objects, weapons, gyms, fire, heating, electrical, or any male-focused business. Your vitality and physical body will be at its best, and this is the best time of the year to start a new exercise program. However, if this energy is misspent, projects that have started will not be completed, and there is a real threat of burnout. This is the best time of the year to deal with enemies or competitors if sheer physical labor will win. However, using arguments, words, or the legal system will result in nothing being settled. This is the best time for salespeople or lecturers who must give a forceful speech to win their favor. This is an unfavorable time to deal with women, And women should note that it's the most favorable time for dealing with men. Many quarrels, arguments, and strife occur, and this should be avoided because they will not end well for anyone involved. This is not a good time to get married. This is when accidents happen or sudden surgeries come into your life. Please be careful and around water and do not rush anything. Stay alert when driving around or in crowds. Please be careful when handling sharp items and fires. Do not overeat and keep the body cool when possible. Heartburn is at its worst during these 52 days. Breakouts and rashes can occur if the bowels are not kept clean. The blood pressure can be the highest all year during this time. Any abnormal physical pressure on the body will lead to a physical breakdown. And what I want to mention about this is Donald Trump is a moon personality. Now go back and read this. And the thing is this lasts until approximately half October. So I'm going to be watching and seeing how how this physical demand plays on his body. And some of you have seen some of my videos and know I have projected that he has heart problems, and if something's going to happen, it'll be during this time. Didn't want to make this political, and I'm not saying I want him to win or I want him to lose. I just want you to watch and see what happens with him because he's such a public figure to prove this system. So that's what I'm trying to say about that. All right. So he's the most public figure that we're going to see right now. He's going to be doing all these rallies and flying here and there and standing and doing all this. So there's a lot of physical activity that's going into that. The arguments that are going to be happening, and of course he's up against a female. So that's why I'm mentioning Donald Trump. So you can watch this in real time and tick off the boxes as this happens. And I think you'll be somewhat shocked how accurate this is. All right. And of course, not if you don't want to. I just wanted to I'm going to watch it and see how this plays on him. This is a very difficult time for people moon personalities. All right, our final one is if your birthday is July 2nd to August 22nd. And I'm reading this on August 22nd, so happy birthday. You are in a period 2, a moon period in a Saturn year, and moon and Saturn really don't get along. So this might be a little bit of a difficult year as you are a Mars personality. You like things to go your own way. And Mars is more of a masculine personality, Moon is more of a feminine personality, and Saturn is also masculine. So you've almost got an Oreo cookie going on here. So, and again, this is within 2-3 days on either side. These are sunsets and sunrises. They are not alarm clocks. Okay, these next 52 days, so August 23rd to October 14th, will be perfect for the things that start and end within these 52 days. Anything that starts during this time will not last very long. For example, this is perfect for moving into a new home, but buying a home during this period will result in another move sooner than you want. This is a time for items that are short, quick, and over with soon. Short, quick journeys or journeys over water are favored during this time. This is favorable for movable items such as sending packages or deliveries. Moving freight, automobiles, transportation, traveling shows, circuses, caterers, pop-up markets, hotels, traffic, things that move quickly, or working with companies specializing in these industries will go smoothly. This is the only time all year that anything to do with liquids like oil and gasoline, dairy, water movement, car washes, tides, or businesses dealing with these items will go smoothly for you because you are a Mars personality, you are a fire personality, and Moon is water. So this is the only time those kind of things will go smoothly. Do not start anything significant during this time, including contracts, legal proceedings, or marriage. You will enjoy these fast-acting 52 days. Right? Mars personality, you want things done, so you'll really enjoy these fast-acting 52 days. This would be a good time to move into a stepping stone job as you will quickly move on to the next level. as long as you're with the same company. Any agricultural efforts will prove to be a success. Do not loan or borrow money. Do not start any construction. Do not invest, gamble, or play the stock market during this period. Especially you, as go back to the global suggestions about this is going to be a bit of a difficult time in the economy, and this is a double message for you if your birthday is July 2nd, August 22nd. Temporary conditions such as headache, digestion upset, passing despondency, aches and pains, minor colds, and flu may interfere with your health. Anything that lasts a few days and disappears will occur during this time. So, generally, it's a pretty healthy time, and if you do have anything, you'll find that it heals much quicker than any other time. The only thing I would be really worried a little bit about are headaches. Um, uh, and if you are a female, any kind of female problems. All right. So that wraps up everybody's birthday. I want to thank you all for enjoying these series and encouraging me to continue with them. And I'm enjoying teaching you about them. And don't worry, soon I'm going to have a course up that you can figure out your own birth date, have your own warnings, and when's a good time to do this. And I'm working on that in the background. If you go back to, if you happen to read the time, my time, it's a great time to create things. So that's what I'm trying to create for you. So, anyways, have a great 52 days, and we will see you on October 14th. Take good care. Bye for now.